Hey, it's good to see you. Tonight we will be going over how to memorize tarot card meanings, specifically the major arcana. First, I just want to say that 22 cards is a lot to memorize, let alone the full deck, which is 78 cards. So it's okay if it takes time. The idea is to get to know each card, kind of like a friend. They're all friends in a way. Some deliver harder messages than others, but none of them are bad. And as you practice, you will draw and build your own associations with the cards. So to help you build a foundation for those associations, tonight we're going to view each card as a step in the Fool's journey. So this was a story that was passed on to me that I'm now passing on to you. Basically, the Fool we meet in card 0 goes on an adventure where he meets each card in the major arcana and learns a lesson from it. And by the end, it wraps back to the beginning, which is how the cards are numbered and how they function, and also how life functions. And this is also a useful way for understanding the way each card connects to the cards that precede it. So I'll just go through it once now. You can look at the cards as I lay them down, or you can close your eyes and really try to imagine the Fool going on this journey. I think it may also help if you want to repeat this video just to kind of get the flow of it in your head. I've made an effort to make it succinct, and I'm gonna highlight keywords by kind of lightly snapping like that. Also, if at the end of this you're looking for other resources, I'll post them in the description, like keyword charts for the major arcana, a patterns chart for the minor arcana, charts for reversed card meanings, and all of that. Okay, so we begin, of course, with the Fool. The Fool is about to step off a cliff. He closes his eyes and his life flashes before him. A new adventure begins. Like many good heroes, the Fool has two sets of parents. The Magician is his spiritual father. He is capable of manifestation. The High Priestess is his spiritual mother. She is both mysterious and wise. The Empress is his earthly mother. She's nurturing and creative. The Emperor is his earthly father, who likes authority and structure. So those are his parents. The Fool has a lot to learn, so he goes to a school run by the Hierophant, who teaches him all about the rules of society. There, he falls in love with more than one person in the Lovers, and he finds it hard to choose. Hard to choose between them. The Fool is growing up. He has learned something in school, but needs to now learn how to deal with the challenges of the earthly world. So he takes his chariot, the chariot, and sets out on his own, determined and ready to make choices. At this point, the Fool is strong on the outside, but it's from the worldly experiences to come that his character is strengthened on the inside. Then the Fool finds a hermit who helps him reflect and discover the deeper meaning of life. After that, he encounters the Wheel of Fortune. The Fool learns that life is cyclical, ever spinning, and constantly changing. Justice uses his scale to teach the Fool about duality and the importance of balance. Then the Fool is hung upside down as the hanged man. He's literally suspended in time, which leads to new perspective and also spiritual awakening. Just slide these up to make a little more room. It's while the Fool is hung upside down that he meets death. Death is often misunderstood because it's actually death who sets the Fool free, after which the Fool goes on to a new phase of life. Next on the path, the Fool meets an angel named Temperance, who teaches him about moderation and patience, as an angel should. Then the Fool meets the Devil, who challenges him to see his shadow side. It's only once the Fool acknowledges his shadow side that he can move past it. After that, the Fool comes across a tower that he remembers building in his youth. He watches as it's destroyed by lightning, and crushed, he feels lost and unable to go on. Luckily, there is a star in the night sky that renews his faith, renewed faith. Then the moon rises, illuminating the hidden path ahead, which looks familiar, like from a memory or a dream. Finally, the sun comes out, bringing with it a feeling of optimism. This is when judgment summons the ghosts of the Fool's past self. With the lessons the Fool has learned along the way, he taps into a higher level of consciousness. He forgives them one by one, and they vanish. The Fool opens his eyes and sees he is still on the edge of the cliff. He steps over the edge, but he doesn't fall. Instead, he finds himself dancing in the sky at one with the world and the universe, filled with a sense of wholeness and fulfillment. The end. I hope you found this little story as helpful as I did. It seems simple, but just visualizing someone going through this journey is something that I found very, very helpful. I'm wishing you lots of luck on your journey with tarot and your deck. Thanks for joining me, and have a good night.